Good morning, Council. Liquor Luz appreciates Boo's supplies disposition to settle this issue out of court. In that sense, my client is interested in continuing the business relationship with Boo's as long as both parties come to an agreement that would not only fix the discrepancies that arose from the present contract, but also would clarify the parties' understanding of proper tender of delivery with the hope to prevent future discrepancies and misunderstandings. For that reason, the first issue that should be jointly defined is the standard of performance of delivery. It is essential for Luz that Boo's acknowledges that the delivery of broken bottles, even if it's just one bottle, constitutes a nonconformity, and as such, it triggers Luz's right to reject. Luz is not willing to accept Boo's counsel's argument that the nature of the goods justifies the delivery of broken bottles that have been already paid for. Also, it has to be mutually agreed that in order to invoke its right to cure, Boo's must tender delivery of the goods at least 7 days prior to the end of the contract time. That way, it would allow itself enough time to perform the replacement of damaged bottles before the contract expires. Boo's counsel has also invoked the warranty of merchantability rules to argue that since 99% of the whole order was delivered in conformity to the contract terms, then Boo's has complied with its warranty of merchantability. In other words, counsel argues that 99% compliance represents the, quote, fair average quality, end quote, required by UCC 2-314. Luz certainly disagrees with this statement. We argue that Boo's has breached the implied warranty of merchantability regarding the 12 broken bottles, which are not merchantable. Contrary to what counsel argues, the warranty of merchantability applies to the content of the bottle or the bottle itself, but not to the shipment as a whole. The fact that 99% of the lot was properly tendered does not excuse Boo's from its duty to deliver all the goods purchased in a condition that makes them fit for their ordinary purpose. Another issue to be discussed is Boo's counsel's counterintuitive argument that, on one hand, Boo's has a right to cure under UCC 2-5082 because it had reasonable grounds to believe that the goods delivered would be accepted. However, at the same time, counsel argues that given the nature of the goods, it is expected that a few bottles will break during transportation. If Boo's delivers the goods with the anticipation that some bottles will break, then it is very unlikely that a court would consider that Luz's rejection of goods damaged during transportation constitutes a surprise rejection as defined in Comment 2 to 2-5082. In order to enter future contracts, Boo's has to commit not to limit Luz's right to reject non-conforming goods. If that's the case, Luz is willing to accept Boo's offer to replace the 12 broken bottles. Also, Boo's offer to grant a 10% discount in the next order of 20 cases or more, as long as Boo's commits to deliver the goods at least 7 days prior to the end of the contract time. If these terms are accepted, then Luz will maintain the commercial relationship with Boo's. Thank you.